Hello there, and welcome to the final GUST Film programme of the semester. My name is Andrew Headspeeth, and I'm here to give you a rundown on a number of movies out this season, all of which you may decide to treat yourself to before the drudgery of exam time comes around. First on our list is the latest Coen brothers effort, True Grit. Based on the 1968 novel by Charles Portis, the film tells the story of Mattie Ross, a 14-year-old farm girl out on a revenge mission to hunt down her father's killer, Tom Chaney. To assist her on her journey, she hires the infamous yet lazy alcoholic and jaded bounty hunter Rooster Cogburn, played by Jeff Bridges. The pair is unwillingly joined by Texas Ranger LaBeef, played by Matt Damon, who is out in his own personal effort to capture the aforementioned killer. As a whole, Mattie documents this journey in its transformation from a revenge plot into a story about companionship, as the three characters contest, learn, and gain each other's respect in an environment that really does require true grit. The film's storyline is ultimately a rewarding experience. The relationship between Mattie and Rooster is both strange yet old-fashioned and is central to the movie. It takes the old themes of friendship, growth, and redemption, reminding its audience of values which have been obscured in our modern time. As a whole, the movie attempts to find a balance between humour, dialogue, and action, and does so very well, albeit at points it can be somewhat slow-moving. Because of this, we'll give the story its due, awarding it 4 out of 5. In terms of True Grit's acting talent, we are given a grand cast. Hailee Steinfeld does an exceptional job in her role as the main character, showcasing a maturity to a role which demands wisdom beyond her youth. Jeff Bridges is excellent as Rooster Cogburn, replaying a definable lassitude and world weariness which you can't help but learn to fall for, even if it is difficult to understand what he's saying a lot of the time. Matt Damon has his heart and mind in the right place when playing this role, but one can't help but think that he's sometimes trying too hard to capture his character in a certain way. All of this, along with a fantastic ensemble cast, scored True Grit's acting a big old 4 out of 5. Carter Burwell's soundtrack to the film serves as an absolutely beautiful undercurrent. A set of instrumentals across the backdrop of the Wild West really set the film's tone and go hand in hand with creating a sensually pleasing aesthetic. Along with the orchestra pieces, the movie employs the use of hymns, resonating with its themes and creating a life-affirming tone. True Grit's music thus scores it a well-earned 5 out of 5. Now, there's no denying the film's attention to detail. Everything from the town to the stirrups and LaBeef boots are lovingly moulded with the spirit of the Old West in mind, bringing to life the history and culture which embody the movie's spirit. However, what really stands out is the scenery of the American wilderness. From plains to pine forests and canyons, these scenes are shot in such a way that brings out the colour, scale and beauty of a rough and testing world. As such, True Grit's exceptional cinematography scores a deserving 5 out of 5. So with all these elements in mind, True Grit scores a whopping 18 out of 20 overall, meaning that for all you film fans out there, this is definitely one Western that's worth your time. Now, before the next review, we've got an adaptation of an Inglorious Bastards scene for you guys, showcasing the German-speaking talents of your fellow students.
Meine Herrschaften, gestatten Sie mir, dass ich Ihnen nachschenke und dann würde ich Ihnen und die Fräulein Adieu sagen. Erik hat eine Flasche 33-jähriger Whisky aus dem schottischen Hochland. Was sagen Sie, meine Herrschaften?
Das ist sehr freundlich, Sturmbannführer.
Erik, der 33er, frische Gläser. Wir wollen ja nicht, dass die den 33er mit ihrem Gesirr hier verseuchen.
Wie viele Gläser? 2.
Auf ein 1000-jähriges deutsches Reich.
Auf ein 1000-jähriges deutsches Reich.
Haben Sie das gehört? Das ist das Geräusch meiner Warte, die direkt auf Ihre Hoden gerichtet ist.
Warum rücken Sie Ihre Warte auf meine Hoden?
Weil Sie sich eben verraten hielten, Hauptsturmführer. Sie sind so deutsch wie dieser Scotch.
Also Sturmbahn.
Herr Major.
Schnauze, du Schlampe. Sie wollen was sagen?
Ich wollte sagen, dann sind wir zu zweit. Ich habe ein Messer auf Ihr Eier gerichtet, seit wir hier sitzen.
Und ab jetzt sind wir zu dritt. An Uff, die Endvernon bin ich ein richtiger Frederik Soller.
Was jetzt passieren wird, Sturmbannführer, Sie werden ausstehen und mit uns durch diese Tür hinausgehen mit uns.
Nein. Das glaube ich nicht. Ich glaube, Sie und ich, wir beide wissen, dass egal was mit den anderen Leuten hier in dem Raum passiert, dass wir zwei nirgendwo hingehen. Es ist wirklich schade um Oberweltwebel Wilhelm und seine Freunde.
Well, this is it, oh boy. I hope you don't mind if I go out speaking the Kings.
By all means, Captain.
There's a special rung in hell reserved for people who waste good scotch. And seeing as I might be rapping on the door momentarily, damn, that That's good stuff, sir. So about this pickle we find ourselves in, seems there's only one thing left for us to do.
And what would that be?
Stiglitz?
Say auf Wiedersehen to your balls.
Das war super! On to our second review now, and funnily enough, another film featuring Matt Damon. The Adjustment Bureau, directed by George Nolfi, seems to be another of a long line of films featuring Matt Damon. Nolfi's directed The Bourne Ultimatum and Ocean's 12 to give you some context. The film's storyline features an affair between a young and upcoming ambitious politician, David Norris, played by Damon, and a contemporary ballerina, Elise Sellas, played by Emily Blunt, who are kept apart due to mysterious forces. Nonetheless, their paths continue to cross, and it seems like the couple is meant to be, leaving the audience questioning whether or not we can control our own destinies. The film's storyline is predictable and frankly not that particularly interesting. Its tagline sums this up: they stole his future, now he's taking it back. What seems to be a nice idea in the concept of these mysterious forces turns out to, unfortunately, flatten out. There's too much focus on the person upstairs, and such obvious references make you question whether or not the creators are creating to an audience who are easily pleased. To give the film its due, it delivers your standard Hollywood thrills and explosions, and does allow you to have that escapism from daily life which films like this aim to do. As such, we award The Adjustment Bureau an unimpressive 2 out of 5 for its storyline. In terms of its cast, Matt Damon suits the role of his main character, albeit he kind of repeats what he does in other action films featuring Matt Damon. Alas, he serves his function, and it's safe to say he's not that bad in the eyes either. This is the first time we see Matt Damon in a passionate woman-chasing role. Emily Blunt is convincing as the ballerina character, however she ain't no Natalie Portman and does not particularly add any charm to the film. Due to this, chemistry between the two leaves us unconvincing and severely lacking. Only because they look nice in posters, we score the acting talents within the film an underwhelming 2 out of 5. The music did not interfere with the viewing experience. As such, it certainly does not detract from the movie. However, it is not particularly memorable. We awarded an acceptable 3 out of 5 for this. Finally, one aspect of the film that was definitely worthwhile is the cinematography. Shot in modern-day New York, interesting and new angles of the city are revealed as Damon's character has to literally run under through the streets of the city for his love. Exciting views of traditional buildings keep the audience visually enthralled and hold the movie together. Therefore, the Adjustment Bureau scores a warranted 4 out of 5. That gives the Adjustment Bureau a disappointing 11 out of 20, leaving you wonder whether it's really a worthwhile viewing. But you know what? Gust's opinion is Gust's opinion, and we acknowledge that we can't speak for all of you. As such, we went out like the good unbiased people we are and asked a couple of you guys what you thought of True Grit and the Adjustment Bureau. Here's hoping we hit the nail on the head.
Hi, my name is Genevieve Blaze, and I am gonna see what you guys think of True Grit and the Adjustment Bureau. So I'm just on my way now. Okay, so you've seen True Grit. What did you think of the movie?
I thought it was really well done. I'm a big fan of the Coen brothers, and I was, I thought it was a good remake actually, because I was a fan of the original, and I like how the Coen brothers used their own sort of style and things.
Okay, if you had to give it a rating out of 20, what would you give it?
I'd probably give it a solid 18, I think.
Cool. Alright, that sounds good. And would you recommend it to other people?
Absolutely.
Do people need to see it in the cinema to get like kind of feel for it?
I think it would help. I think there are a lot of shots that are just big, sweeping, massive shots that would be beautiful on, a cinema screen, but could be just as enjoyable acting.
Okay, and what did you think of the acting? Did you like?
I love Jeff Bridges. I love him, so I think he was perfect for that role. I think it was really great, and Matt Damon was fantastic as well. So
awesome! Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.
Alrighty, so you've seen True Grit. What did you think of it?
I thought it was very good. It had a slow start, but after about 20 minutes, I was quite impressed by it.
Alright, cool. And if you had to rate it out of 20, what would you give it?
I would have given. I've got a phobia of snakes, and there's a scene with snakes, so I was on an 18, but then I put it down to a 15.
Okay, then, just because of the snakes. And what about the acting in it?
Jeff Bridges is like a hero of mine.
Yeah?
I really love Jeff Bridges, particularly Big Lebowski. So that was the main reason I went to see the film, was because of Jeff Bridges, and he didn't let down. He was good.
Cool. And would you recommend it to your friends?
Yeah, I would. Yeah,
cool.
Definitely.
Thanks very much for your time.
Thank you. I don't trust your recommendation.
So I'm here with Sybil, and I'm asking her a few questions about the films that we've seen. So what did you think about True Grit?
It was good. It was more of a boy film. Although
Yeah.
I think girls can like boys films.
Okay. And have you seen Adjustment Bureau?
Yeah.
Yeah? Did you
I
like it?
didn't like that as much.
No.
But Matt Damon's in a lot of films.
He is right now.
Yeah. He's doing well. Probably very rich.
Probably. So if you had to rate it out of 20,
Which one?
Adjustment Bureau.
Why 20, not 10?
It's just how we've done the ratings.
Adjustment Bureau, I would give it a 7.
Oh really? Okay, great. Okay. And for True Grit, what would you give True Grit out of 20?
Maybe a 13.
Okay, cool. Thanks very much for your time.
It's a pleasure.
Alright, so we're talking about True Grit. Have you guys seen the movie?
Yes.
Have, yep.
And what did you think of it?
Really liked it. It was really good.
Okay.
Yeah, fantastic film. It's
Yeah,
really well made.
really, really good.
Jeff Bridges and Matt Damon were great. It's really good.
If you had to give it a rating out of 20, what would it be?
16.
I really liked it, so I'm saying 18.
Cool.
Right.
Alright. Very good. And any other thoughts of the movie? Would you recommend it to people?
I would recommend it.
Yeah, totally. Totally a very good film. The young girl in it was good. Like, how it was her debut. She was really good. Good start for her. So, yeah, great film.
Cool. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.
Okay.
So, you've seen True Grit. What did you think of the movie?
I thought True Grit was great. I really enjoyed it. It wasn't like amazing, you know, it didn't blow my mind to go and watch it, but the whole way through it was just really solidly good film.
Okay, and if you had to rate it out of 20, what would you give it?
I would give it 16.
Okay, cool. And have you seen The Adjustment Bureau?
Yes, I have.
Cool. What did you think of it?
I think that is a great film. I think it has been unnecessarily panned by certain people. I don't have anything I could fault it really with. I mean, it was a little bit, you know, schmaltzy, I suppose, if that's a word, but overly romantic. But I quite liked it. I thought it was really well shot. Matt Damon was really good. Emily Blunt's really hot. I don't have any reason to fault it.
So if you had to give it a rating out of 20, what would you give it?
15 or 16.
So quite close to True Grits then?
Yeah.
You'd rate it on
It's
the
very
same par?
different, but I didn't really particularly enjoy one more than the other. They were
Okay.
different, but I enjoyed them both equally.
Alright.
I would say.
Awesome. Thanks very much for your time.
Thank you.
Alas, that's all we have time for today. For a selection of more programs, check out our website at gust.tv. Good luck with your exams, and from all of us here, we wish you a grand old summer. Adios.